Trump has never faced as much humiliation in his life. A three-judge court ruled that his tariffs were illegal, throwing a chaotic administration into further chaos, along with the world's economy. And not only did the judges rule against him, they slapped an injunction on all his tariffs. Boom! Take that, Taco Trump. Somebody finally said, "You're an idiot. Stop wrecking the world, for crying out loud." Well, to no one's surprise, Trump rage posted. It's what he does. But while Trump's rage posts usually carry about as much power as the average AAA rechargeable battery, this time the impact is huge, and not in a good way for Trump. Trump didn't really rage against the three judges, he actually appointed one of them. He went after their friend. So if that sounds strange, it is. But even stranger, this rage post is going to cost Trump the Supreme Court. Read his post, and I'll explain why.
The U.S. Court of International Trade incredibly ruled against the United States of America on desperately needed tariffs. But fortunately, the full 11-judge panel on the U.S. Court of Appeals for the Federal Circuit Court has stayed the order by the Manhattan-based Court of International Trade. Where do these initial 3 judges come from? How is it possible for them to have potentially done such damage to the United States of America? Is it purely a hatred of Trump? What other reason could it be? I was new to Washington, and it was suggested that I use the Federalist Society as a recommending source on judges. I did so, openly and freely, but then realized that they were under the thumb of a real sleazebag named Leonard Leo, a bad person who, in his own way, probably hates America, and obviously has his own separate ambitions. He openly brags about how he controls judges and even justices on the United States Supreme Court. I hope that is not so, and don't believe it is. In any event, Leo left the Federalist Society to do his own thing. I'm so disappointed in the Federalist Society because of the bad advice they gave me on numerous judicial nominations. This is something that cannot be forgiven.
So why is Trump going after Leonard Leo? And more to the point, who is Leonard Leo? Well, that's easy. He's the man who helped usher in the conservative club that every law student who wants to be a judge has to join, the Federalist Society. Joining the Federalist Society is like joining the Jesuits. You have to pledge fealty to 3 vows: conservatism, corporations, and cockamamie interpretations based on ridiculous judicial philosophy called originalism. What Leo is famous for is being the guiding light for how originalism can be twisted into anything you want in order to protect corporations from rulings. Hence, you get the ridiculousness of Scalia's Second Amendment ruling, or the infamous Citizens United, where the court ruled that money is free speech. The thing about Leonardo of the Kingdom of Federalism is that he is responsible for getting all those conservative justices on the Supreme Court. They are his friends, and Trump not only excoriated Leo, but pissed on the Federalist Society. I wonder if it was a golden shower. That's gonna cost him. According to Politico's senior legal affairs correspondent, Josh Gerstein, who appeared on MSNBC's Morning Joe, the president may have obliterated a great deal of his relationship and goodwill with SCOTUS. Watch.
And another thing that I have to say changes the atmospherics a little bit here with that Supreme Court is this sort of unhinged Truth Social message we got from President Trump yesterday, attacking Leonard Leo, the conservative legal activist. You might say, well, what does that have to do with tariffs? And that's not even an issue that Leo's active on, and that's true. But Leo is somebody who's very close to those justices, and we're already seeing signs, right, that the 3 Trump appointees are not so firmly in Trump's camp as some would have expected. And to have that kind of unhinged attack, calling Leonard Leo a sleazebag is the word the president used. I mean, it's almost incomprehensible. The last time I saw Leonard Leo was last fall at the Federalist Society conference, and he was not schmoozing with other, wealthy lawyers who were there or other conservative legal activists were there. He was sitting in the lobby of that Hilton Hotel that I know you all are very familiar with, chatting with a Catholic priest and a Catholic nun, okay?
And the irony here is that Trump could not have picked a worse time. There are a lot of initiatives that are near and dear to Trump's heart that SCOTUS is neither invested in, nor are they in the interest of their corporate masters, like tariffs, for example. Trump just bit the hand that feeds him in a major way. But the biggest irony here is that war on the Federalist Society is exactly what Democrats would like to see. If Trump is successful in burying them, which I doubt he will be, we can only hope that they aren't resurrected again. So it's not enough to hope that an orange jumpsuit is just around the corner, but this is definitely bad news for the imperial presidency of the Taco King. Reporting from Rome, I'm Anthony Vincent Gallo for Occupy Democrats.